hey everybody, and welcome back. Well, today we've got a cracking article from lawandcrime.com, right? And a feminist writer chooses to close off Twitter after she's saying cool with sacrificing innocent men to fight sexual misconduct. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so as I said, feminist writer closes off a Twitter after saying she's cool with sacrificing innocent men to fight sexual misconduct. And this was by Ron Blitzer on the 22nd of November. Okay. There's the darling in question. Teen Vogue columnist and feminist Emily Linden posted a series of tweets Tuesday night about false sexual harassment and assault allegations against men. Her hot take? She's fine with it. I'm actually not at all concerned about innocent men losing their jobs over false sexual assault or harassment allegations, Linden said at the beginning of a string of comments. Her Twitter profile has gone private since then, as the response hasn't exactly been kind. But here's a screenshot of the opening remark. Right, I'll get to that in a second. Yes, I can imagine the backlash from this one would have been rather steep, but still, let's see the exact tweet. Emily Linden, verified as well, wow. Here's an unpopular opinion. I'm actually not at all concerned about innocent men losing their jobs over false sexual harassment allegations. Right. Well, then I'm not a problem with you losing your job for being a cunt. Yeah. And I'm sorry, Linden, you're a cunt. You're a complete cunt. And you're a cunty cunt. You know, the worst kind of cunts, you know, the kind of cunts that you want to fucking seriously see have all their life stripped away from them bit by bit, painfully as possible, you know? Cutting their heart out, as it will. Burning their heart out. Taking away everything they love. Let's start with a Twitter verification, eh? But anyway, I'm digressing. Linden went on to explain such situations don't occur very often. First, false allegations very rarely happen. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. They happen all the time. There's loads of proof. Would you like... fuck it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna go have a look for the proof. Right? Okay, so there we are. We're in Google now. So, 100 women... Oh, there we go. 100 women prosecuted for false rape claims in 5 years, says campaigners. This article's 2 years old, but still. At least 109 women have been prosecuted in the last 5 years for making false rape allegations in the UK. And this is just the UK. According to campaigners who are calling for an end to what they claim is the aggressive pursuit of such cases. On Tuesday, the charity Women Against Rape, WAR, is taking its campaign to the House of Commons, where some of those who have been jailed for lying about the rape allegations will speak out against their treatment by authorities. See, even though they know they're lying, they're still going to complain about it. The vast majority of convictions in the last 5 years, which is 89 out of 109, involve prosecutions for perverting the course of justice, which carries a maximum life jail term, which is rather than the lesser of offensive wasting police time, which is a maximum term of 6 months in prison or a fine. Right? Life in Britain is 25 years. Not actual life like you guys get in the States, which is far, far superior. As a US law professor who will be speaking at the Commons said the UK stance on false allegations is more aggressive than in countries such as the United States, Canada and Australia. Prof. Lisa Avalos of the University of Arkansas, that's Professor Lisa Avalos, I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, said false allegations in the US were dealt with as a misdemeanor offence, not a felony, and most women were not jailed if found guilty. Well, I'm not going to do any more on that one, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, see? You know, I was that pissed off after reading that. I couldn't go back to the thing straight away. I was that annoyed that I had to go spend a bit of time playing tug-of-war with the dog. Dude, come on. once again down, we went back to the story. Okay, so there's the proof. I've got your proof there, right? Brilliant. So let's continue on with this. So even bringing it up borders on a derailment tactic. It's a microscopic risk in comparison to the issue at hand, the worldwide systemic oppression of half the population. I think it's not worldwide. I think it's only sort of contained to the east. Yeah, I think that's the whole point. But I think you need to fucking assess your fucking look at the real world, darling, because there's no worldwide systemic oppression of half the population, unless you're referring to men, and then that's absolutely true. But still, I'm digressing. And at the end there, she tweeted, right? Lest one think her lack of concern is solely due to these things not happening. Lynn made it very clear she believes that even when innocent men are ruined by false allegations, it's all worth it for the greater good, cause she's a fucking retard. She is, without a doubt, a fucking moron. And people that stupid don't deserve to have a platform. Okay, the benefit for all of us getting to finally tell the truth, plus the impact on victims, far outweigh the loss of any one man's reputation. She said, adding, if some men's reputations have to take a hit in the process of undoing the patriarchy, that's a price I'm absolutely willing to pay. Well, it's the price that you're going to pay, that men are going to pay, innocent men are going to pay, you fucking half-wit. Right? And when you lose your job because of this, I'm going to be so totally happy with that too. Right? Forget about due process or innocent and proven guilty. Lyndon apparently feels that these are useless obstacles in the way of tearing down the real monsters. And if factual good people's lives are damaged while bringing down the bad guys, she has no problem with them being martyrs for the cause. I beg to fucking differ on that. Right? If there was such thing as a patriarchy, and I can't understand how feminists don't understand this, if there was such a thing as a patriarchy, you would not be allowed to talk about it. It's that simple. If patriarchy really exists, you moody fucking moaning bitches would not be allowed to speak about it. You'd be shut down, you'd be stopped, you'd be silenced. But you're not. Do you see the fucking fault in your logic here? The same with people who say they're oppressed. If you were really oppressed, you would not be allowed to speak about your oppression. Like China, like North Korea, they are actually oppressed and they're not allowed to speak about it. So, you're not fucking oppressed, you stupid, retarded fucking moron. Okay, well, anyway, right, so Lyndon justifies this by saying that countless women have been unfairly harmed, so it's fair play if a man suffers too. But it's not fair play, is it? It's not. It's just you being a stuck-up cow. And I mean that cow, as in the field full of shit cow. So how many of our reputations have suffered unfairly? How many of our lives have already been destroyed because of physical violence against us? Well, go to the police then, you fucking retard. Why was that acceptable? It is not acceptable for people to be abused, but it's also not acceptable for you to fucking lump all men together and say that innocent men deserve to suffer. But now, one man's potentially unfair loss of a career opportunity is not. Yeah. Well, I hope you lose your career, you fucking cunt. So, anyway, CNN's Jake's Tapper was among many to respond to the tweet storm. I'm guessing you didn't get a good grade for your 7th grade book report on To Kill a Mockingbird. Okay, well, I actually never read To Kill a Mockingbird. It was not on the preferred reading list in Scotland, but I think I will just for the sake of it. After this snarky comment was met with doubt as to whether he really read Lynn's whole rant, Tapper responded, I read the thread. You said if some innocent men's reputation have to take a hit in the process of undoing the patriarchy, that's a price I'm absolutely willing to pay. That's immoral, and it's not a price you would be paying. By the way, it'd be innocent men doing that. No wonder she made her fucking Twitter private. Okay, I imagine the hate this chick took for this was ridiculous. If I was aware of this at the time, I would have sent her something as well saying you're a fucking cunt. along those lines, I'd probably fucking kicked off of Twitter again. But then again, I'm not exactly upset about that. I'm more interested in Gab and Minds than I am about Twitter and Facebook. I don't do Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account. I deleted it. It's just awful. The only reason I've got a Twitter account is to keep in contact with a few of my friends in the community, and that's really about it. Twitter is dying. Feminism is starting to be seen for exactly what it is now. Man-hating. It's full of shit. Feminists are idiots. They are. I mean, there's not one of them that's smart enough to know where Lift was going if they were given two choices. They really are fucking stupid. And on that note, this seems to be the end of the story. I doubt this is going to go away anytime soon. I doubt anybody's going to say that she's a cunt for this, apart from people like myself. And even Jake Tapper, who is basically not the kind of guy I like talking to because he's a CNN fucking idiot, but even he's made the point here. It's immoral, and she is immoral, and she should be fucking ashamed of herself. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, leave me your comments. Let me know what's happening, alright? If you have anything you want to add to this, if there's anything you want to say to this, let me know. And other than that, hit like, hit subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you in the next one.